again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2, where Japanese forces are, I guess, steamrolling towards Henderson Field here. It is Guadalcanal 1942, and the third part of our Henderson Field defense mission. There's an airfield just behind American forces that are going to stop the Japanese. The Japanese bringing up such things as mortars mounted in the back of trucks, tanks, and troops. And also, hopefully, well, we don't see any more of this, a giant artillery gun, 150 millimeter, and possibly more on the way. So thank you very much for clicking, tapping, and destroying that like button. Remember, Susie and the cronies are shutting everything down and copying everything to hell. So make sure you support what you like on YouTube. Every like means a vote to keep it coming. Make sure you do your part. We're going to have our Marines do their part by jumping on the line then to defend against the Japanese attack on the ridge. And also, looks like a lot of Japanese tanks have been spotted. There looks to be smoke rounds being fired. This is a full-scale attack now, and I can hear the Japanese actually calling for banzai. There's U.S. troops up in the ridge that have AP weapons, bazookas and such, trying to hit the Japanese tanks as they're rolling around rather quick. They've done a hell of a lot of damage to the Marines here. This is not their first day of defending the line. The Japanese have been striking with a lot of force and almost breaking through several times to the airfield, but not totally destroying or capturing the position. Luckily, the Marines here are still holding. We've got plenty of ammunition on standby. So we're going to go ahead and get our troops off some of these ammo crates and get them into the fight. We also have some mortars here, which have a little bit of ammo, but not too much. It's basically going to be possibly the Japanese last attack, and I hope it is, since they've kind of gone full scale, so I want to see this kind of pewter out for them. I see this mortar here could possibly be out of ammo. Oh, actually, yes, we have ourselves a big artillery gun. I'd forgotten all about this on the hill. 13 minutes remaining for the Japanese assault before the time of day changes. And we have our large artillery gun, 155 millimeter M114, firing on Japanese attackers who are coming close to the river. Hopefully that heavy artillery gun rocks their positions. We also have mortars firing, and of course the Marines from the ridge line too. I want to try to get some of this ammunition over there. We've got a little bit of a supply dump back here, trying to keep our troops safe from enemy fire. When they were coming across the bridge, we gathered here. The Japanese are starting to punch their tanks into our lines. It's going to be hard to resupply those Marines with all that damn fire and tanks down there. I'm going to try to get a group to send some supplies there, and then I'm going to try to get one more crate over here for ammunition for the mortars. Every Marine is like down to their last couple of rounds here, and damn, this position, I looked away for just 1 second, and they just got clapped, I guess. All right, let's go ahead and try to get some of these troops here. We're going to have our men try to climb over the ridge and start firing down from the heights. I need to try to get medic up there. I'm going to try to get a medic. Oh boy, I don't even know if we have medics anymore. It's a tough situation for the Marines, trying to reclaim some of the wounded during a Japanese attack, but I think we're actually starting to do it. We might be able to push over there. Oh, looks like we got some more crates here. Sometimes the AI gets trapped on small little ledges and such, and so ammunition doesn't always end up where it's supposed to, but in this case it looks like we're doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and set this one down. Let the men have a little bit of ammo here. There we go. We'll see if we can get most of our troops ammoed up here and trying to fight those Japanese. Unfortunately, no 50 cals. Those would be perfect against Japanese tanks. And we've got ourselves another bazookaman here who's going to go grab some ammo. He's going to make his way down the line. We also have a, looks like, yeah, Vickers machine gun here. And we'll try to make sure that no Japanese come either side of this ridge line here. Also, we got a medic. Let's see if we can get our other medic over there. Try to assist with getting those wounded back up. We called up one medic. He may have gotten blasted. Oh, yeah, they're still hitting the ridge with a tank over there. And then also mortars and such. Might be good for the Marines to just pull back for the time being. It's just too much to hold that ridge line. See if we can get a machine gun up here, though, to stop the Japanese from crossing so easily. There we go. They've got one of their little woodpecker machine guns there. All right, let's see if we can get the medic on duty. Looks like a medic was shot while he was trying to heal everyone else. Well, we'll get him up and see if we can get everyone else up, too. Right now, it's babysitter mode. We got to get everybody ammo, weapons. Some people have lost their rifles and such during explosions. Landed round near them blows some sort of a weapon out of their hand, and then they're forced to either run around finding an enemy weapon or trying to just salvage the situation by throwing grenades and holding the line. This is just foobar right here. This is just too much. We got to pull back. The Marines can't hold that. That's too much for them. Try to get some of these Marines to fall back. I'm going to call these guys up. Some of these guys have supplies. We've got to get up there and see if we can rescue some of those men. We're going to try to hold the line just behind them. And if we get a breather, I'm going to send a medic up there. Those boys are still holding on, so we're going to try to get them out of there best we can. These two here have no weapons, so they'd be fine for standing by near a already existing weapon. If the crew gets blown off of it, we'll just have them take over. Okay, they're really trying to start to get up this ridge. We're going to try to start targeting their tanks. Looks like some tanks are very close together. We're going to try to swing our artillery gun over here and see if we can land around right on top of one of those tanks. Well, damn, that was pretty close. Actually, knocked that one tank out. I don't know if that one was already out of action, but it sure is now. And here, bazooka's firing off. Beautiful. Hitting the sides of those tanks. Here goes our bazooka again right here. Nice hit into the side of that Chihi tank. Named after a famous Michael Jackson dance. It's been destroyed. 9 minutes and 15 seconds remaining, and she's cooking off too. Welcome to the barbecue, everyone. It is a beautiful day for some chicken wings and burgers and brats. Multiple AT rounds going down range, trying to hit some of those tanks. Some of our boys just completely out of ammo again. So we'll rearm over here. Bazooka rounds come at a premium. Go ahead and get one of these. Oh, there we go. We shot at him, missed, but let's try again. Yeah, that time I took the shot. Looks like it hit the tank, but no effect. May have deflected off the turret. And we're out of ammunition again. Damn, there's a ton of Japanese pushing up this way. They're getting right on top of our lines now. Get these guys in this box to hold the line. Get up there, boys. Grab your rifle. Hold the line. Let's try it again. Another direct hit on that tank. No damage. And another hit, finally, from somebody taking it down. Remaining enemy tank right there, it seems, still functioning, even though the turret is open. And it looks like two Japanese mortars there. Let's go ahead and try to answer the call on that one. Unfortunately, we're down to just smoke rounds or an HE shell. Interesting. I don't want to fire smoke at those, but I thought we called up a ammunition crate. I must have redirected it somewhere else. I believe this truck has ammo too. Let me see if I can. I don't know. Oh, it's just a transport truck. Oh, here's the ammo crate I was looking for. So this ammo crate, I believe I told to go up there at some point, and they didn't quite make it. But let's go ahead and get that thing some ammo. There we go. Now they can come over. So we'll get some more HE downrange onto those tanks and see if we can destroy them and anybody who's taking cover near them. Damn, the Japanese have overrun another position. All right, fall back around the mortar. Another position there. Yeah, Marines are in a tough spot because if they're in the trenches a lot of the times, it's hard for them to fire that direction on the ridge. But if they're trying to resupply, they kind of have to come out of the trenches too. It's difficult to get a box to navigate up there. Sometimes it's easier to have the Marines come back. The left side is held though. Look at all the enemy troops, plus some that are there's hundreds in the woods that you can't see that have disappeared, but each one of those red highlights is an enemy soldier that's been downed. They must have lost at least 2 to 1 on this ridgeline alone, or even more, especially when they attack the airfield. You can see here that we sent up breastwork there to cover that side of the river, and it seems to be doing okay. But it's more about their attack from the west that we're worried about. These Marines not standing up. Come on, boys, get on that damn line. Sometimes a little too deep for them. We'll spread them out a little bit. All right, well, the Japanese are trying to funnel in right here where the barbed wire is destroyed, and they're going to meet the same fate as some of the Marines. I still want to rescue them, but there's just way too much fire coming from that damn... Oh, you know what? Biggest problem is right here. I can hear it. Yeah, look at machine gun. Yep, multi-machine gun and mortar. So the Marines are pinned down by 2 heavy MGs, or mounted MGs, and then, of course, the mortar as well. So they're in for a tough time. Damn, Marines over here take taking some beatings too. And we need to get everybody to get some supply. Come on over here, boys. And as for that medic, go ahead and jump back to him. Come on, you. Let's get over here. Come on over here. Okay. 5 minutes left on the Japanese attack. Looks like some of the mortars have moved up and had some rounds put through them. That mortar is still operational. Good opportunity to try to check our artillery gun again. Ah, perfect. Now we're reloaded again with some real ammo. And now we will try to fire over here. At these two, I believe. Well, actually, that truck's on fire. If it explodes, it could take out that tank. Oh, yep, she's definitely going to have a big boom. Or maybe, well, maybe not. Tanks usually do if they're burning, but that truck, the ammunition might not go off. Let's try to do it with a round. Oh, couldn't have been any more perfect. That was beautiful. Direct hit. Absolutely obliterated. Good job. All right, we're going to try to target this truck now. And we'll do that as soon as he's reloaded. In the meantime, it looks like the Japanese have been pushed off the ridge. We do have Marine reinforcements here. A lot of wounded, though. I'm going to try to get medics up here and more supplies. Some of our men are just simply out of the fight due to a lack of weapon or lack of ammo. Oh, my God. It's crazy. I'm going to keep this box alone. There's very limited supply in there, so I want to make sure the bazookas still have supply just in case another wave of tanks comes through. We have 4 minutes remaining. It's going to be an arduous task here. Let's try to get some of these Marines behind cover. Looks like for the most part this right side is pretty secure. So let's send these reinforcements across to rescue the Marines at the ridge. Pump more reinforcements in there. The Japanese do not want us to have that side of the ridge. There we go. Let's have these two try to grab that machine gun. We've got commanding officers that are dead, and so they're not able to command between. So now we're starting to get holes in our line. Hopefully this is the end of the fight. How much ammo do we have here? 48. All right, I think we can send a few over. With 3 minutes remaining, I don't think tanks can reach us in time. Okay, everybody, now's the time. Go for ammo. Break from cover. Grab what you need. Only one tank remaining. Actually, no. Wow, double machine guns. That's fun. How lovely. Let's try to hit the truck, and if not, maybe the MGs. Try to go for the Isuzu. What's the actual name of it? The Isuzu Mortar, I guess, is what it's called. Essentially just a flatbed truck with a mortar in it. Nothing overly special. All right, round landed quite short there. Right about 3 car lengths in front of him. That should send a warning sign. Everything else remaining from the Japanese is just a handful of troops, and fortunately all those Marines are down. Now, actually, a few of them are still remaining, but I don't think we'll get a medic up here in time. The only ones left are on the right side, and they were busy healing some other men too, so the Marines did a fantastic job. The objectives of these missions are, of course, not 0 casualties on our side. It's to really present a somewhat realistic look at somewhat of a fictional mindset of a battle. In other words, it's nice to recreate these as realistically as possible rather than to worry about, you know, just blowing up the enemy with one shot. It wouldn't be 360 no-scoping Hitler wouldn't really be what happened. Japanese are trying to come up behind the ridge now. Some very elite fighters here armed with AT and such, which is neat because, well, we don't have any tanks, so good for them. They're bringing a lot of extra equipment that they won't be able to use anymore. That's not going to even have any effect on our tanks. All right, so the only thing remaining now is Japanese machine guns that are firing at the ridge. And I think most of our mortars are either out of commission or... Yeah, actually, I think this was a mortar position here, completely gone. Or out of ammo. All right, medics are coming over now. Yeah, we're just losing all of our command. I hope this is it for our attack, or rather our defense. Let's see. Yeah, this is not carrying anything other than some light fuel. We do have some AT guns here, so the road is still defended. The Japanese were even trying to bring vehicles off-road, such as this Isuzu mortar that went into the swamp. during a previous episode, and the airfield is still relatively defended just in case Marines need to pull back. There's no real defenses here, but there is some at the actual radio center or the just before the air traffic control tower. Wow, and the Japanese are hitting with heavy mortars again. Right there, the artillery. Surprised they didn't get more. I'm surprised they didn't set up their artillery behind that rock formation. That's a perfect formation for artillery. Same with here. It's kind of got a nice shielding on either side from counter battering. All right, well, we'll hold the Marines in the same positions because the Japanese are still trying to find a way through. Some of our troops, whether or not faring good inside or outside the trench. Looks like the medic there just lost his morphine pouch. There we go. All right, good deal on those boys. The medics are relatively automatic. Again, if you have a medic that has his morphine pouch and he has the medic logo above him like this, he'll automatically go out and heal the wounded. All right, let's try that. Man, there's a hell of a lot of fire coming from somewhere. I don't think it's just this mortar and that artillery alone. Actually, they don't even have a mortar. Oh, yeah, they do. Wow. One 90mm and another 150mm really causing a mess. All right, mission complete. Defend the airfield. Mission complete. Defense number 4. Reinforcements are arriving. Oh, here we go. Now we've got ourselves some Shermans. Congratulations on holding the airfield. U.S. Navy has returned. Oh, yeah, there they are. Oh, are those Shermans? Yeah, it looks like it. They almost look like Stuarts from here because there's troops in the back, and it looks a little more square, but that's got to be some Shermans. So it looks like the Navy has returned to Guadalcanal, and so have reinforcements. Well, I'm not done yet, then. Let's do a little operational cleanup and get our tanks to arrive. Mission success. Oh, you did see the enemy losses there. I guess you'll have to quickly pause that again to see. Oh, darn it. We're going to go back. Oh, well. Well, that's it for me, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me for some Men of War Assault Squad Battalion Commander. If anything, I was just going to go clean up the map, which is pretty easy with the Shermans. There was not much to it. But let's take a look at the missions, though. Again, this was the Guadalcanal Ridge Defense, so it's been split nicely into 2 missions. You can do it in one full mission if it's stable, but also there's the beach and the ridge defense that are cut into 2 sections. So this mission is the same as these 2, but just in different parts. So if you want to defend the beach only on the first nights of the attack, that's a good way to do that. Also, same with the Utah Beach, where it's been redone with less detail to run on better machines. I don't think I've done any of these Utah Beach defenses yet. Maybe I have. So many Men of War battles under my belt. They all blend together. But anyway, that is it for this one, folks. Make sure you check it out. It's Old Boys U.S. Battalions, which also requires Rob's Realism. So keep that in mind. You can download that one with the description down below. And thanks to everybody for clicking and tapping that like button and showing their support and just being here in general. Greatly, greatly appreciate that. So I will see you all next time for more Men of War Assault Squad 2. Goodbye, everyone.